three ugly football teams this week. Number one ugly team for me this week has to be two teams, and they're going to take up the first two slots of the ugly. And they both play in the same division, and I'm sure by now you know who they are. Eli Manning and Michael Vick have had incredible stretches of brilliance in football games this year. Michael Vick sets an NFL record last week, becoming the all-time leading rusher as a quarterback. Eli Manning threw for 400 yards, touchdown passes. Every week he does the same thing. And same thing with Michael Vick. But are you kidding me? I said to you guys a few weeks ago, the NFC East will be determined by which quarterback commits the least amount of turnovers. And right now, these two guys seem to like the other teams. Michael Vick last week threw for 315 yards and ran for 90 more. That's 405 yards of total offense, just him. Yes, he threw 4 interceptions. 2 of them were his fault. 2 of them were deflected. The Eagles essentially play the first quarter, don't play the second quarter. Don't play the third quarter, but play the fourth quarter. Like the Giants. The Giants don't play the first quarter, play the second quarter, play the third quarter, and choke in the fourth quarter. They are the same team, and they have the same problem. And stop blaming the coaches, folks. Yes, the coach's responsibility is to teach discipline. Yes, that defensive lineman, Jaquay Parker, jumped off sides, cost the Eagles an opportunity to get the ball back to try to win the game. Yes, he did. But what is the coach supposed to do? The coach had all the players around and said, hey, they're going to draw us offside. Watch the ball. That's all he can say. And if a guy goes offside, how is that the coach's fault? And in the Giant game, how is it the coach's fault that Mr. Cruz makes an unbelievable one-handed tip catch for a touchdown, and then he tries tipping it again down the goal line, and Seattle picks it off his hand and takes it the other way for a touchdown? How in the world do you blame the coaches for that? I'm hearing nonsense, oh, they tuning Andy Reid out, or they're tuning out the new defensive coordinator in Philadelphia because they don't like his scheme. Let me tell you something, folks. Didn't we hear this before? Remember the Miami Heat? Everyone kept talking about, oh, Eric Spoelstra can't handle the pressure of the job, and Pat Riley should be the coach because he can't handle this, that, and the other thing. And then the Heat went on and won a bunch of games in a row, and everyone shut up. Maybe that's what Philadelphia is going to do. Maybe that's what the Giants are going to do. But both teams have me absolutely traumatized. I watch Giant games and I don't get excited because I know in the back of my mind, I feel in the back of my mind at least, they're going to do something to disappoint me. And forgive me for being disappointed, but that's the reality of what these two teams do. And as I asked the New York Jets earlier today when I was speaking, I said to the New York Jets, who are you? I'm asking the Eagles and I'm asking the Giants the same question. Who are you? Are you the turnover-plagued teams? Are you, basically the type of teams that, can get it done? I have no idea. I mean, the Giants' defense is playing well. They beat the mess out of the Seahawks quarterback. They force some things, but the Giants can't stop the run. The Eagles, they force some things too. But Fred Jackson ran all over them, just like Lynch ran all over the Giants. I don't understand what each team is trying to do. And the Giants, luckily, are still, have a winning record. But both teams have insane games coming up the rest of the way. Both teams got to play the Jets. Both teams got to play the Patriots. Both teams got to play some tough teams in the NFC. And if the Eagles lose to the Redskins this weekend, folks, it's a wrap. And the Giants playing Buffalo this weekend. It could get ugly. We'll find out what happens. And the third ugly team in the National Football League This team I think just wants to stay in the news because it's just something to do. The Denver Broncos to me don't make any sense. They take Kyle Orton out of the game because Kyle Orton, you know, I don't know, he misses some passes. And they bring in Tim Tebow. And this music is perfect with Tim Tebow as he's supposed to be the savior, the good cop, the white hat wearing cowboy coming off the bench to lead his team. Well, Tebow comes into the game, right? And yeah, he runs the ball, and for some reason San Diego made him look like he was Michael Vick. He completes two passes. One was a screen pass. I think they both were screen passes, actually. And everyone thinks, hey, he's our guy. I think he was like 2 for 15. Are you kidding me? Now, yes, they got a bye week, and they don't play. They play Miami when they come back from their bye week. But the guy completed two passes. San Diego, I don't know what happened. Well, what's his face got hurt. The running back Matthews got hurt, and basically San Diego became one-dimensional and couldn't run the ball, couldn't do anything to keep Denver off the field. But I don't understand what Denver is doing at all. And here's a funny thing too about it too. The Miami game this year, the Miami Dolphins is honoring the Florida Gators championship team that won the championship when Tebow was there, I believe his first title. And so Tebow's being honored at halftime during the game or before the game. Are you kidding me? I mean, I couldn't make this up if I was trying to. How in the world? I mean, not only is he being honored for whatever, he's starting this game on a team that, ready for this, wants to trade away its best receiver. It's all over the news today. The Broncos are going to try to trade their best receiver, Brandon Lloyd. My head is spinning, folks. And there's more ugly to talk about. And with no more commercial breaks, we're going to keep on spinning.